In the top stories, Down syndrome students bring smiles at Cotton Thomas Talent Show. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to visit Caribbean next week, and UN warns of rapid glacier loss, urging immediate action on climate change. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, March 21st, 2025, and I'm Carla Barrage. We begin with news on the local scene. March 21st marks World Down Syndrome Day, and in St. Kitts and Nevis, students from the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School took center stage, showcasing their talents at a special show for classmates and family members alike. Kent Fuentes has more.
It was a morning of song and dance. But most importantly, for the Down syndrome students of Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School, it was an opportunity to showcase their ability in art forms they enjoy. And according to Hadia Jeffers, a teacher at the school, this was something they do to show that they are much more than the disability some may see in them.
It's very vital for them to be able to showcase not just what they can do, but also their talent. Of course, they were made in the image of God, so their talent comes from God. And for them to showcase that to their friends, their family, their loved ones, it's very important that we get to see that apart from this disability that they were born with, there's nothing down about them. There's nothing down about their disability because they're still able to do what both you and I can do.
Ms. Jeffers believes that events such as the talent show is crucial for the students' development.
Extremely full potential, lots of ability, lots of promising talent, and of course, these children are going to become adults that are going to be able to foster themselves in society and in their own environment and, make a good impact in their own community.
She adds what the students were able to pull off with their talent came even as a surprise to her.
I was not a part of the practice sessions or anything, and just being able to sit and enjoy it and see what they can do, it's mind-blowing because where I thought these children are shy and reserved, now they're on a stage in front of lots of people, not just their friends, but outsiders, and they're blooming. They're blooming in such a way that it's very expressive and it's very heartwarming.
Just like all of us in society, the students of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School are moving to the beat of their own drum, hoping to leave a lasting legacy in this world. Kent Fuentes, ZIZ News.
Thanks, Kent. Caribbean ministers and regional energy stakeholders gathered at the Green Climate Fund GCF Caribbean Regional Dialogue in St. Kitts and Nevis to strengthen regional energy cooperation. The high-level meeting, hosted by Honorable Conris Maynard and Honorable Dr. Joel Clark, focused on creating roadmaps for energy cooperation, logistics and transportation, and debt for climate swaps. Key regional institutions, local electricity companies, and government representatives discussed collaborative opportunities and set initial standards for energy projects. Prime Ministers Mia Mottley of Barbados and Dr. Terence Drew of St. Kitts and Nevis underscored the urgency of advancing sustainable energy solutions. Minister Clark highlighted the importance of solid institutional frameworks and resource coordination to accelerate climate resilience. Minister Maynard, chair of the OACS Council of Energy Ministers, called for documenting regional accomplishments to position the Caribbean as a global model for sustainability. The meeting held on March 19th saw stakeholders pledging to continue discussions and strengthen alliances, aiming to drive meaningful transformations and place the Caribbean at the forefront of climate resilience and sustainable energy. The Ministry of Agriculture in St. Kitts and Nevis, in collaboration with local entrepreneur Regiwell Francis, hosted a demonstration of the T-25 agricultural drone on March 13, 2025 at Fies Estate, Newton Ground. The event showcased the drone precision watering capabilities designed to reduce manual labor, conserve water, and improve crop yields. The demonstration, attended by officials from Southern University, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, and other stakeholders, highlighted the ministry's commitment to modernizing agriculture through technology. Minister of Agriculture Honorable Samuel Duggins emphasized that the T-25 drone is part of the Federation's efforts to increase agricultural productivity and sustainability. This event is part of a broader initiative to equip farmers with innovative tools, promoting a resilient and efficient agricultural sector in St. Kitts and Nevis. The ministry continues to explore new technologies to drive agricultural transformation and ensure long-term food security. And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will visit the Caribbean next week for discussions on security, economic development, and U.S.-Caribbean relations. His three-nation tour will begin in Jamaica on Wednesday, where he will meet with Prime Minister Andrew Holness and CARICOM leaders, including Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley and Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Stuart Young. Rubio will also visit Haiti to meet with Fritz Alphonse Jean, the head of Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council, to address the country's security crisis. His tour will continue in Guyana and Suriname, where he will hold talks with Presidents Mohamed Irfan Ali and Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. Key topics include Haiti's security situation, with the U.S. reaffirming support for the Haitian National Police, and U.S. policy on Cuba's overseas medical missions, which has drawn opposition from some Caribbean leaders. Energy and economic development, especially in Guyana and Suriname, will also be discussed as the U.S. looks to counter growing competition from China and other powers in the region. In other regional news, Trinidad and Tobago opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar has formally requested that Prime Minister Stuart Young invite independent foreign observers to monitor the country's upcoming general election on April 28th. Persad-Bissessar, leader of the United National Congress (UNC), raised concerns over the transparency of the electoral process and the impartiality of the Elections and Boundaries Commission. She has reiterated her request after an earlier dismissive response from former Prime Minister Keith Rowley. While CARICOM observers have been invited, Persad-Bissessar insists that non-Caribbean international observers are necessary for a fair election. And on the international scene, the United Nations World Meteorological Organization has issued a warning about the rapid depletion of global glaciers across 19 regions. According to the WMO, 2024 marks the third consecutive year that all 19 glacier regions have experienced a net loss of mass. The organization further highlighted that 5 of the last 6 years have seen the fastest glacier retreat on record, all attributed to climate change. The UN has designated March 21st as World Glacier Day, emphasizing the essential role glaciers play in providing fresh water and urging global efforts to preserve these vital resources before they are lost forever. At least 8 people died near Nigeria's capital, Abuja, after a trailer crashed into halted vehicles and burst into flames, police said on Wednesday. The accident happened on a busy highway in Ayo, around 6 miles from the city center, after the trailer laden with cement lost control and rammed into 14 vehicles that were stuck in traffic, the Federal Capital Territory Police said in a statement. The city's emergency management department said preliminary reports indicate that the trailer was powered by compressed natural gas. The police said 6 victims were pulled from the wreckage and rushed to the hospital but were confirmed dead. In the absence of an efficient railway system to transport cargo, fatal truck accidents are common along most major roads in Nigeria, Africa's most populous country. In January, 98 people were killed in a gasoline tanker blast in north-central Nigeria after individuals attempted to transfer gasoline from a crashed oil tanker into another truck using a generator. And now for the weather. Present weather is partly cloudy with slight dust haze. Winds are light breeze of 4 miles per hour from the east-northeast. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. Temperature is 26 degrees Celsius or 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather forecast for today predicts partly sunny skies in general with brief cloudy spells or a 40% or moderate chance of brief localized showers. Tonight's weather will be fair to partly cloudy and cool conditions. Sunset today will be at 6:22 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 6:14 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kyla Barrage. Bye.